Hello, in this video we are going to see about digital data communication techniques. Okay, our topic is digital data communication techniques and the types of errors. So first let us see about what do you mean by digital data communication techniques. The transmission of a stream of bits from one device to another across a transmission link involves a great deal of cooperation and agreement between two sides. One of the most fundamental requirement is synchronization. The receiver must know the rate at which bits are being received so that it can sample the line at appropriate intervals to determine the value of each received bit. In asynchronous transmission, each character of data is treated independently. Each character begins with a start bit that alerts the receiver that a character is arriving. Error detection and error correction. Error detection is performed by calculating a error detecting code, and that is function of bits being transmitted. The code is appended to the transmitted bits. The receiver calculates the code based on the incoming bits and compares it to the incoming code to check for errors. Error correction. Error correction operates in a fashion similar to error detection but is capable of correcting certain errors in transmitted bit stream. Asynchronous and synchronous transmission. Data are transferred over single path rather than parallel set of line, as it is common with I/O devices and internal computer signal paths. With serial transmission, signaling elements are sent down the line one at a time. Each signaling element may be less than 1 bit or more than 1 bit. If it is less than 1 bit, this is the case for example when Manchester coding, and 1 bit NRZL and FSK or digital and analog example respectively. More than 1 bit QPSK is a very good example. Asynchronous transmission. The asynchronous transmission is called oddly enough asynchronous transmission, that is the first one. The strategy with this scheme is to avoid timing problem by not sending long uninterrupted set of bits. So a small bit can be sent. Instead, data are transmitted one character at a time. We need to send by a single character at a time, where each character is 5 to 8 bit in length. So we send only the 5 to 8 bit in a length which consists of only one character at a time. So timing or synchronization must only be maintained within each character. The receiver has the opportunity to resynchronize at the beginning of each new character, so that if there is any long data, then it can be divided into small segments and then we can send it by bit. Synchronous transmission. Synchronous transmission is a block of bits that is transmitted in a steady stream without start and stop codes. Here what happens, the stream of data is sent continuously. The block may be many bits in length. In asynchronous we send bit by bit, but in synchronization we send block of data continuously. So to prevent timing drift between transmitter and receiver, the clock must somehow be synchronized. One possibility is to provide a separate clock line between transmitter and receiver. Here we can use a separate clock line for transmitter and receiver for best performance. One side, that is the transmitter or receiver, pulses the line regularly with one short pulse per bit time. The other side uses these regular pulses as a clock. The types of errors. There are various types of errors available. In digital transmission system, an error occurs when a bit is altered between transmission and reception. That is, for example, when a binary 1 is transmitted and binary 0 is received. That is, while transmitting we are giving 1. When it is received as it is 0, then it is called as error. Or while transmitting we are sending 0 and in the receiver end if they receive 1, then it is called as error. There are two types of error in common. They are single bit error and burst error. Single bit error. A single bit error is an isolated error condition that alters one bit but does not affect nearby bits. It changes only one, the correction is made only for one bit. That is called as single bit error. A single bit error can occur in the presence of white noise when a slight random deterioration of a single to noise ratio is sufficient to confuse the receiver's decision of single bit. This is called as single bit error. That is when 0 is converted as a 1 or 1 is converted to 0, then it is called as single bit error. Next one is burst error. A burst error of length b is a continuous sequence of b bits in which the first and last bit and any number of intermediate bits are received in error. If there are many errors, many bits consist of error, then it is called as burst error. The burst errors are more common and more difficult to deal with. Burst errors can be caused by impulse noise. So we can give questions such as explain digital data communication techniques, define errors and explain it. Likewise, we can give the assessment. These are the reference book what we have referred. Thank you.